Welcome to the Branded Market Podcast, the show for short-term rental owners who want to turn their listings into legacies. I'm your host, Allie Haney, owner and co-host of multiple properties and founder of Branded Market, where we help Airbnb hosts and short-term rental investors build intentional brands, smart marketing systems, and guest experiences that actually move the needle. Each week, I share practical strategies, real-life stories, and behind-the-scenes insights to help you attract the right guests, increase bookings, and run your rental like a business, so you too can be the best in your brand and your market. Let's dive in. Welcome back to what will likely be the final episode of the Short and Sweet Summer Series. This was a series that condensed our episodes down to 5 to 10 minutes for the summer season as we navigate the chaos that is having 3 kids under 7 at home. So thank you guys for being patient with me and being willing to flex with me in this season that I'm in. Today, we are going to be talking about 5 different ways that you can incorporate and implement your brand into your property and the guest experience once they book and they are entering into the property itself. So, like I said, these are going to be short and sweet, probably less than a minute each. But the first thing, whenever they arrive, what is the first thing that they see but the front door? And when they're walking through the front door, they're looking down at the welcome mat to make sure that they don't trip. I want your branding to be on that welcome mat. And this is something that we do at all of our properties. And it is something that sets you apart from the moment they walk in. This doesn't just say welcome friends. It's not just one of those brown hairy mat things. It is one with your actual logo on it. And I have found a shop on Etsy that will do these custom mats. And they will also do custom colors of the mats. So for example, the one at Elysian, we got it in navy blue and it looks really, really cool. It's very subtle, but you can definitely still see the difference in the blue. And I feel like that just that custom look just gives you a whole different demeanor and mindset when you're walking in the front door. So after they enter in through the front door, they've dropped their bags off in the bedroom that they've claimed. They then usually go to a gathering place. And that gathering place is most likely the kitchen and dining room area. So second time that I want you to implement your brand is through coffee mugs in your rental with your logo on them. I have a client now that's doing these really awesome coffee mugs that the mug is actually in a brand color. And then they took the logo that we created and put a secondary color on top of that mug. So both colors, both the mug and the logo itself, are all on brand colors. Not only is he having these in the rental itself, he's also selling them on his website. So that's pretty freaking cool. And another way for you to gain revenue. I guarantee you that some guests are going to ask you directly, like, how can I buy one of these? But you can also have a QR code in the rental itself that directs them to your website so that they can purchase it directly without even having to send you a message. And that way, they're also not stealing them from you. So third, I guess I skipped this over when we said that they walk through the front door, but they're also looking for that guidebook because they want to know how to do the AC if it's really hot outside. They want to know how to turn the fire pit on if it's a confusing one. So they look for the guidebook. But if that guidebook is branded and has your logo, has your colors, has your fonts, it looks like everything they've already seen online, then that's only going to instill trust and confidence in you that you are a legitimate operator. And it's going to bring brand loyalty because they are familiar with the brand now. On top of that, I'm going to kind of piggyback this off of the guidebook is the guestbook. I love seeing one of those, depending on what your brand is. Maybe the leather guestbook doesn't fit your brand, but for the Commonwealth one, a leather guestbook with the embossed emblem of the logo so that they can open it up and put their little note either to the owner, to future guests, whatever it may be. Having that branded as well is a great way to implement your brand and also have a keepsake for yourself because eventually that guestbook will fill up and you will have to replace it again. So you can keep that as a piece of nostalgia, a piece to remember the property by. Fourth thing that you can do that we can use to implement your brand is having some sort of souvenir that they can take. And this doesn't have to be an elaborate or expensive souvenir. This could be something as simple as a postcard that they could potentially send back to their own house, a postcard that they could send to their friends. This could be like a little sticker that they could put on their cooler or their laptop or their water bottle. Like I said, it doesn't have to be expensive. You can buy them in bulk and you can include them as part of your cleaner's duties to turn over the house to make sure that there are more additional stickers or postcards set out either on the kitchen counter right next to that guidebook or coffee table next to the guidebook, perhaps on the dressers that are or nightstands that are in the individual bedrooms. Next up is having a memorable photo moment, whether that's in front of the house because it's a unique set of architecture like Luna, or if that is a mural in the backyard, some sort of photo moment that they can use to put on social media to be able to market for you. And if you notice, the coffee mugs, postcards or stickers, and the murals, those are all forms of marketing that start or originate inside the property, but then go outside of the property because if someone sees their sticker or receives their postcard, they're like, what is this from? Oh, this is exciting. Maybe I should visit this too. I actually know and just did some brand design for a short-term rental specific mural artist. So if you are looking for that contact, please DM me and I will make sure that I put you in touch with my short-term rental mural contact. She is incredibly talented. She's based out of Austin, but is willing to travel. And she loves working with brands that have a specific idea of what they have in mind, but also trust her creativity to be able to make sure that that Instagrammable, that photo-worthy moment that's going to bring your brand to life is actually going to come to fruition at the completion of the project. So please DM me at brandandmarket.co and I will connect you to through the DMs. To recap, to implement your branding inside your actual rental, first, the welcome mat. Get that wow moment as soon as they walk up to the door. Second is the coffee mugs. You can sell those for an extra revenue stream on your website. Third is the guidebook / guestbook. Fourth are the postcards or some sort of souvenir like a sticker for them to be able to continue to market for you once they leave the rental. And fifth is a photo moment and or mural that they can use to post on Instagram to show all their friends how awesome their vacation is. Thank you guys so much for joining me for the short and sweet summer series. Cheers to being the best in your brand and your market. Take care, y'all. You just completed another episode of the Brand and Market Podcast. If you found this helpful, please rate, review, and subscribe to help others find this show and so that you never miss an episode. Don't forget to take a look at the show notes for all the resources mentioned today. See you next Wednesday, and as always, I'm here cheering you on as you build your dream brand and business.